This channel is getting false flagged by triggered trolls, so make sure you subscribe to the new channel, Full Time MMA 2. Let's get to the MMA news. I'm unfazed to ya, I'm unfazed, oh yeah, oh my bad, I was listening to that Lil Uzi Love Is Rage 2 with The Weeknd, that shit was jamming, my bad. But anyways, let's get to the last video before work. I'll definitely get back to it after work, but I gotta get ready for work after this video. Joe Rogan, the motherfucking commentating GOAT, is coming out and he said Jon Jones is the #1 fuck up of all time with this most recent latest failed drug test. And I will say, I understand where he's coming from, and you can say that, but I don't think he's the #1 fuck up of all time unless maybe you're talking about of mixed martial arts, you know. If you're talking about just MMA, okay, but I'm sure, you know, in the whole world, that's not the case. But still, in MMA, I have to agree, man, and listen to what Joe Rogan has to say. He says, oh, let me get to another page. That shit's too small. I gotta get it to the, I gotta pull up this page, my bad. Here we go. This is what he says. Jon Jones with this becomes the #1 fuck up of all time, for sure, if he wasn't already. This is the biggest one ever. We can only hope and pray that somehow or another there's some mistake. Here's the thing. We don't know what was really going on with Jones. Now, I think we're allowed to have complete open speculation with zero concern for being respectful. After the dick pill thing, you gotta go, look man, the dude was partying. He was taking some dick pills, coke. I don't give a fuck about coke. That's not helping you. Then you hear about this and you go, wait a minute, what's this? I don't know what this is. This is a weird one because this was a weird one if he was taking what you would describe as some short-acting, quick leaving your system steroid that makes you aggressive. You have to ask how long he was doing this for. Was he doing this during training camp? Did this amp him up? Did this help his work rate? Did this make him more aggressive and more confident in training? Did it add to his confidence when he was fighting? What is this? We don't know. And one thing I'll say is, who was it? I believe Tyron Woodley, somebody was just saying how when they watch Jon Jones, how they're amazed because he'll do things that normal people just wouldn't do, like jump up and pull guard, you know, with that extra confidence. Like, well, I would never just jump up and pull guard on this dude. Jon Jones just did it. And like Joe Rogan said, it could be because the steroids were amping his ass up. You know, he was super confident, like, fuck, I'll take this motherfucker on the ground, stand it up, I'll kill him, I'm Jon Jones! You don't know how fucking amped up whatever he was on had him. I mean, so Joe Rogan does have good points as far as, and that's one thing I've been saying too, you know. Now it doesn't matter if the B sample comes back clean. Everyone's going to call Jon Jones a cheater. His whole legacy's in question, and that's completely fair because you fucked up the first time with the dick pills, and it was an estrogen blocker, so you can say it's dick pills, dirty dick pills. You know, the dick pills were contaminated, so they were dirty dick pills. But they said, okay, well, you were being reckless this time. We're going to only give you a 1-year suspension for these dirty dick pills because you were being reckless. Now you're back. Let's see how clean Jon Jones looks. Knocks out Daniel Cormier. All the fucking questions are gone. Oh my god, a clean Jon Jones just knocked out Daniel Cormier. It was dick pills. It wasn't steroids. I told you guys Jon Jones wasn't a cheater. And here comes the big dirty steroid bomb. Boom. It's actual steroids this time. You just got caught being reckless. You can't say you were taking stupid ass supplements again. You can't use the exact same excuse you just used. Oh, I took some, last time I was on red rhinos, now I'm on blue rhinos. Sorry, I need to just stay away from the rhinos. No, we ain't buying the dick pill excuse again. We're not, I'm not buying, man, I'm telling you, to me, Jon Jones' entire legacy is in question. I'm sure he was dirty back in the day when he was beating dirty fighters. Back then, I don't have a problem with it because it's a level playing field. But now with USADA in the picture, just like a lot of these other guys who are stopping using steroids and their performance is showing, you know, they say USADA has the most TKOs in UFC history because since USADA, a lot of these guys are falling by the wayside. I'm not naming names, but there's a lot of guys that don't look the same since USADA. Jon Jones didn't, I guess, want to be one of those guys. He said, fuck it, I'm gonna beat this shit. My brother's been taking steroids in the NFLs allegedly for years now. Because what's funny is after Jon Jones popped for his steroids the first time, tell me why both of his motherfucking brothers popped for steroids in the NFL like 2 weeks later. Tell me that ain't some crazy shit. That's crazy. And then so he comes back supposedly clean. Boom, fails another drug test. So my personal opinion, what I believe, I think Jon Jones was dirty, but I think before USADA, it was a level playing field. Now, is he dirty now? I don't know. Like Joe Rogan says, hopefully we'll hope and pray that there's some type of mistake, but there's usually not mistakes with USADA here. You know, they have a reputation to protect. They can't come out and make John Jones look terrible and then, oh shit, sorry guys, that was actually Junior Dos Santos's. And you know, they can't do that. They gotta test it and then test it and then test it and then test it. So I'm assuming that the B sample is gonna come back with the same result, and if that happens, John Jones' entire legacy is in question. As far as being the biggest number one fuck up of all time, I wouldn't say that, unless you're talking about just MMA. But yeah, if you're talking about MMA, for sure. I mean, I guess we can assume he's talking about MMA because he's an MMA commentator. But yeah, I don't know. If he's talking about MMA, I agree. But if he's just talking about in the world, I think that's a little harsh. I mean, he's still fucking a millionaire. He's still got a family. He's still got kids to love. He's still got, you know, friends and shit. He's still got, you know, host Sandblast. I'm just playing, but you know what I'm saying? He's still, just because he's not, oh no, I can't cage fight anymore. My life is ruined. Okay, he'll go fucking be a water boy for the NFL. John Jones, it doesn't matter if he fights again or not. He's gonna be fine. He's proven himself as the great G-Dope, you know, even if he was dirty, the greatest fighter of all time for that era. If you're talking about just, you know, because there's a lot of people who say they're, you know, half the UFC still on steroids, just not getting caught. But I don't think so, because if John Jones is getting caught and Brock Lesnar's getting caught and Junior Dos Santos is getting caught, why would they let other no-name people take steroids? There's nobody bigger than John Jones except Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor's been getting USADA tested too. So I think the UFC would, or anybody, is setting up John Jones here on top of everything I just said. So with that being said, it is what it is, man. I got to get to work. Make sure you check out the Troll Buster Fantasy Fight versus Mega Monkey on Full Time MMA 2. And also go check out the very first ever live stream, motherfucking on there answering questions from the Day One hitters, also on Full Time MMA 2. The new channel. You can find the link in the description or on the main channel page. And I also got the Big Brother Beatdown, but that's not that serious. So it is what it is, man. Let the hitters know what the fuck you really time at in the comments, dude. By the way, fuck Trollbuster, I'm just playing. You know I love. By the way, I'm about to go unblock your bitch ass. I'm not gonna hide all your comments, bro. But yeah, you ain't a fucking Day One hitter, but I ain't gonna hide all your comments, man. It is what it is.